Throughout my whole life, I was struggling with my productivity, when some task has occurred to my life and I actually had to do the task till some deadline. I always ended up on 2 a.m. stressful nights doing the homework the day before I actually had to do it. And then I realized that I can do it. I am not that guy that can fucking sit 1 hour straight and do the work, do the fucking thing that I'm supposed to do, not some shallow task that, oh, I will do this because I like it. When I had the agency, I was doing logos and Instagram posts, and I actually don't text a single client, and that's the most important task, but this also a hardest task, and so I didn't do it. I was just doing some random small tasks that got me nowhere. And I made no progress. You think you're productive, you think you're doing the work because, I don't know, you work for 3 hours, so you say, okay, I've done some work, and you check your phone fucking 20 times. The focus will now lead to the phone, and you will lose the focus to actually the thing you're supposed to do. And so you ended up angry that, what the fuck, I've wasted 3 hours, and I only did this. And so now imagine that you're the guy that actually for the 3 hours is focused straight, straight doing the work, the work that you're supposed to do. You do it, you benefit from it, you get more money, you maybe get better grades, or actually more joy, and you're grateful for the work you've done. Imagine that right now, that this is you, that you are the guy that can fucking sit down, throw the phone away, and say, yeah, bitch, I will do the work today. And if you want to become this guy, damn, this video is for you. This video is exactly for you, because I've bought some courses, online, and they weren't cheap, bro. They weren't cheap. I'm fucking 16 and I spent what? $500 on courses. And so those tips got me from the guy that was checking the phone always and can't do the work, to the guy that actually can sit for 5 hours straight from 7 to 12 and actually work. Right now, I'm doing, right now I've done this script, and I'm actually recording the video, then I will edit the video, and then I will do some thumbnail and short form content. So as you can see, this is actually working. I'm actually working. This is working, everything is working, you will be working, and everything will be fine. This video will be in 2 sections. Before work, how to prepare for it. I named this the golden hours, the amount of time that is designed exactly to only working on something important. And then in work session, so how to be productive in actually the golden hours, and actually do the things that you're supposed to do till the deadline. Not work fucking 4 hours and do the 1 hour thing, but actually do the 1 hour thing in 1 hour, if you know what I mean. First and most important tip that I'm going to talk about today, that is also the most obvious one, is to have a good sleep. And now fucking don't click up to bro, this is so tell me the secrets, bro. If you don't have good sleep, then you fucking can't do the work. You can't do the work, you can't, I don't know, do sports if you don't have sleep. You are a one battery, and if you don't charge yourself, you just can't focus. It's that simple, And many people think that I have a 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and they think they have 7 or 8 hours of sleep, but in reality they actually have 7 or 8 hours of bedtime. So be fucking aware. I will not spend time on this because it's sleep, but be aware. If you go to sleep at 10 and you wake up at 6, you don't have 8 hours of sleep. You have 8 hours of bedtime. And if your efficiency of sleep is maybe, I don't know, I will guess 70% or maybe 80%, then your sleep, you were asleep actually for 6 hours. It was this time where I was the most productive, when I set my time to 9 or 10 hours per day of bedtime. Because you need sleep, you need fucking sleep. So download some sleep tracking app and track your efficiency of sleep, and see how many hours of the night you actually were asleep. And then the second, don't fucking eat 3 hours before, don't have before you go to sleep. My last meal is at 5. And then just don't have screen 1 hour before, so have some nighttime routine, maybe meditate, journal, read. You probably know this. Don't expose yourself to light before the 1 hour where you're going to sleep, because this is also the blue light, the same blue light as in your phone. So if you like fucking go to the bathroom and then you turn the light and all the white lights is here, you know, fucking from up, then your brain will say like, oh, okay, so the light is above me, and I will like push the melatonin away because, you know, there's a light, there's probably the day. Now, most people miss one thing in their nighttime routine, that is fucking decreasing their productivity the next day for so fucking much. You know, if I have to say for how many percent, I would say 60. My productivity will decrease about 60% because I don't simply just take a paper and pen and write down for 15 minutes my plan for the next day. Okay, this is the simplest thing you can do. Just fucking grab a paper and pen before you go to sleep, and from the hour you wake up to the bedtime, write down exactly when and what to do. This is the example what I have for today's day and today's plan, you know. So right now I'm in the work, in the recording, in the golden hours, and so I know what exactly I will do after the recording, after the working hours. I will get lunch, then I will read, then I will do this. So the reason why I first talk about the sleep and how important the sleep is, because you kind of recharge your brain with sleep. And if you don't recharge your brain, you know, it's obvious that you can focus and do the work. And so your brain has some capacity per day, some brain points, I could say. Okay, so imagine that you have some brain points per day. So maybe you wake up and now you have 80 brain points for the whole day. The brain points depends like on your lifestyle, so maybe how often you're on your phone, if you watch porn, how your diet good is, how your sleep good is, how often you actually work and focus, if you meditate and those like things. So maybe you have less brain points than me because I'm in this like productivity thing for more than you. And so maybe you wake up with 80 and I wake up with 100. And so you wake up right now, okay, and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to wear. You don't know what to have for breakfast. So you're right now thinking, you're making decisions, and now you're losing your brain points. And so right now, after 1 hour of you waking up, you're on your phone and you have like 50 brain points because you lost it on phone, you lost it on breakfast, you lost it on which clothes you will actually wear. And me, I just woke up and I had the timetable. I knew that I will go to the garden, I will have a shower, I will have meditation, then I will work, then I will have lunch, blah, 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 blah. I didn't think about my actions. I just saw the timetable and went for it. And so I don't lose any brain points. I know which exact food, which exact work, which exact task I have to do. And also I don't touch phone and social media till fucking 12 p.m. When you know what you should do, you don't end up on the easy things. And I'm having more brain points, so I can use those brain points in my golden working hours more and better. And so my work is better, more quality, and efficient more. It's important to recharge your brain, to recharge the brain points, to use them good. To actually use your brain points to your work. But the problem here is that most people use their brain points on some shit, whether it's the shallow tasks, so the task they want to do, the YouTube, the phone, you know, making decisions, and just don't have the plan in the day, so they just lose the brain points, they lose their efficiency, they lose their productivity. So if you want to increase your brain points, just do the timetable, do exactly the plan for the day. And if you have the working hours, don't be on your phone, don't be before the working hours on the phone, or in general, be less on your phone to like get better your attention span, because your attention span is fucked. You know, you always have to fucking check something, the notifications, and you have to fucking check it every single second. Also meditate to like get more used to focus, you know, to like if you have meditation session, you need to focus. And so if you will meditate for 15 minutes per day, you will be more able to focus in work because you're more used to it. Then if you work more, you will suddenly be better. You know, it's the normal thing. If you train, you will be better. So if you will train yourself to focus and to do the work, you will actually be better at work, okay? So now you know how to set yourself for the working hours, for the golden working hours, the time that you do only working, nothing more, nothing fucking, no Gmail, no social media, just working on the important task. I will tell you how to get the most of those working golden hours and how to actually use your brain to be the most productive, and you're actually making more progress, more money, better grades, just happier, because you have now more time and you feel better about yourself. So the best time for working is morning. Like if you can work in morning, for example, like I do, when I wake up at 7:40 and at 8:30 I'm at my fucking computer and working, this is the best thing you can do. If you go to school like I do, right now I have holidays, so it's okay for me. But if I'm in the school, I'm going to school, or at work, I'm just working after the school, but I see that my results are actually worse than when I'm working in the morning, because I lose my brain points at work or in the job, in the school, because you have to focus, you have to do the test, or in the job you have to focus on your task, on your boss, etc. So the best thing you can do is to just fucking wake up, have a quick routine, and then go to work. And my quick routine is to just have cold shower, meditation, gratitude journaling, then 4 minutes of like some shadow boxing or like some quick cardio to pump up myself, and then I go and work. I often find myself, when I'm writing down the tasks that I have to do in my golden working hours, I just think that they aren't important. I always, when after I wrote down the things that I think I have to do, I always ask myself, are those tasks really important? Is this really needed for me? Or it's just some shallow task that I think it's important. So I will just check it for 1 or 3 times and just remind to myself, okay, so is this actually worth it? Is this actually worth my time, my golden hours of working, to actually do it or not? It's just bullshit or not? And then I will maybe erase something, and then I will go and actually do the work. Before I sit down to my computer, I just take my phone, fucking turn off all the notifications. If you live with notifications turned on, you're a fucking crazy zombie, bro. And turn the notifications off. Like, it's fuck up in your brain, it fuck up in your attention and your focus. And so if you want to have this like better productivity working hours, just turn off the fucking notifications. Then I just have my mode. I just turn on the monk mode. I threw the phone fucking away to the bed so I can't see it, and then I start working. Before I start working, I turn on one app, the one single app. This is like the productivity app, okay? But it's not like the fake, the Pomodoro techniques, and use this technique, and you will be better. It's just brain.fm. You have 3 sections. You have sleep, relax, and focus. So I click always on focus, and then I turn up some beats, to increase my focus. Sometimes I don't use it, I don't feel like using it, but most of the times I just turn it up and I work with my music. And also the good thing, you can see how many hours you're actually working. So when I'm actually working, when I actually do the hard work and not some shallow tasks, I pull up this timer to actually see how many hours I work, because sometimes I just lost myself in this time, in this working hours, so I don't exactly know how many hours I work. And this is crucial to know, because you want to measure your progress, you want to measure how you are actually able to like focus on the work. And if you don't know and you're just guessing, I worked for 2 hours, so I worked for 2 hours, this is bullshit. You just have to measure the time that you are really focused. This app is paid, so if you don't want to pay for a fucking app, with music and timer, it's okay. I personally recommend it. It's awesome and increases my productivity for so fucking much. But if you don't want to, just pull up some timer on Google or download a different app with timer. And also I think the Brain FM just have some free songs on YouTube. So just search fucking Brain FM free focus, I don't know shit, and it will like pull up. And if you work in office or at your home. I also did a like fucking on paper, you know, I just have do not disturb here, and I stick it to my door, so my parents know that I'm working and they are not allowed to enter my room, because when they enter my room my focus is now on them. And if you switch this focus, you know, so for example with the phone, you lose 20 minutes of your productivity every single time you switch your focus. So it's vital for you to be always focused on one thing and not do the multitasking, not have no one to interrupt you or no notifications, because this is what like losing your progress, your productivity and your final results, a result of your work. So right now I sat down and I just work. I remind myself always the 80-20 rule, the Pomodoro rule, okay? I said it, yeah. I was bullshitting on it, but it's like different, and I want to draw this shit. Is that you have fucking 80% of the task, shit, 80% of all the tasks creates 20% of all your results. So those 80% are the shitty shallow tasks that you do that think are productive, you know, those Gmails, those YouTube analytics, you know, checking your views on social media, how many, I don't know, fucking dollars you have in your bank account. Those like shallow tasks, you know, they aren't gonna lead you in some success and some progress, but you're doing it because you like it and it's easy. And then you have and then you have 20% of all your tasks creating 80% of your results. And those 20% should be in your golden hours. So for me, my 20% is recording, editing, scripting, not fucking checking analytics, not replying to comments, not, I don't know, fucking creating my new profile picture. Just to focusing on those 20% of those tasks that are the most important, that are creating the most results. So right now, list down your activities that you are doing, I don't know, 10, 20, I don't know how many you're doing, and list it out and like pick the 20% of the activities they are doing for you the most results, and then separate those 20% of the 80% there's just easy shallow tasks, they're just not doing as many results as you want to do as the 20% are creating, and just have the idea that you are doing this shit that is just 80% and doing 20% of your results, and then you have those harder tasks that are actually creating some results. So you should be focusing on those 20%, and you should be focused on them in your fucking golden hours, not some Gmails, not some analytics, this hard work, those 20%. I want to talk about the last tip that will fucking increase your productivity even fucking more maybe than the plan, than the timetable. And the reason I'm working also in the morning is because I don't have like any need for food. I'm not hungry. I always was eating some breakfast. I thought that I need breakfast, but then I stopped. Then I stopped because I realized that if I will be in the fasted state, I will be so fucking more focused. And I actually am. The worst thing you can do is to eat before your work. This is the worst mistake, bro. I always just, you know, got home and I just had some snack, and then I was working on my agency, and I wondered why the fuck I'm not making results. Why am I always ended up on the YouTube videos, on the wannabe clickbaits that will make you money, the 10K per month, blah 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 shit in 30 days. Because I was eating before my golden working hours. And so never fucking eat at least 1 hour before the working hours, and be little fasted, not have the fucking processing in your body, because your focus right now will be on the processes. This is one of the hardest processes in your body, and so if you have this process whilst you're working, you can focus on the work, but you focus on your body, on your process. Okay, so don't eat any fucking junk food or like really high calorie food before you're working hours. Have some light snack maybe, or the better. I just woke up at 7 or 7:40, and then for till 12 p.m. I don't eat anything. Then I have big lunch, and then I do the shallow tasks. I do the reading, I do the analytics, I do the SEO, I do the things that made me the 20% of all the results, because I'm not in my fastest state. And if I am not in fastest state, I can't speak English that properly. I can't say the fucking wisdom I have in my brain perfectly and actually create better and more efficient tips and advices for you that will help you, because I am not fasted. I can focus because I'm not fasting. I can fucking script some videos because I have food in my stomach, and this is the same for you. So the best thing you can do, fucking not sleep before you not eat before you go to sleep and before you work. Okay, this is the best thing. Fasted state. You will be fasted after 12 hours of not eating anything. So me, I just have my last meal at 5 or 6, and then I wake up at 8 and I work till 12. So this is my fastest state. It's also good for your health. It's good for weight loss. So it's perfect. And if you're worried about your muscles, it's up to you. Okay, if you want to sacrifice more of your muscles for better work, or better muscles for worse work. If you're adult or you're just drinking coffee in the morning, you are not allowed, if you want to be in the fastest state, to put milk or sugar or any sweetener in your coffee. Just have fucking black coffee with nothing but the coffee and the hot water, because you will lose your fastest state if you add the milk, because it has calories, sugar because it has calories. So the only allowed thing if you want to be fastest is just water, tea and coffee, and that's all. And then just at the 12 p.m. as I said, I have big ass fucking breakfast or lunch, and then I just do the shallow tasks that doesn't require that many brain points, because I just lost so many brain points on my 5 hours of working, and also because I'm not fasted. So the advice for me, the last advice, just create this fucking paper like I was doing for you, just have this fucking task results, 80% task, 20% results, because this is so fucking true. Don't fall for this perfectionist. I always want to be perfect, have this perfect and blah blah accurate every single time, because it fucking it will drain you. It will drain your productivity and your efficiency of work. Because you are always focusing on the shallow tasks because you think that this is needed, because you think that this is actually something productive. Okay, I will stop fucking talk about productive right now. I'm tired of this. So productivity, blah, blah, blah. I'm a George Lyon. I'm a small teenage YouTuber that wants to help boys become better and stronger men. And so since you're here, you want to improve, and there's nothing more efficient and better than to just go down and click on the subscribe button, because here you will join our lion pack in the jungle. You will learn how to be fucking Lion King and not some lame ass zebra. Only thing I'm asking for you is to subscribe, like, share to the friend that fucking can't even focus and can't do the homework. And with that, don't be a zebra, become a lion, and a lion is able to focus. Bye, G.